Hey guys! Tomorrow's Easter. So often, we tend to rush through the Easter season without really thinking much about what happened nearly 2,000 years ago. We tend to diminish the work Jesus did on the cross by thinking of it as just some story we're somehow saved because of. I don't think we do this intentionally, though. We just get so caught up in our own lives that we forget Jesus was a real human being. Jesus really did suffer the greatest pain anyone on this earth has ever known. Jesus really did surrender his life for us on that cross. Jesus really did rise from the dead. All of these things actually happened. I know I've been there before. Every year, I'll take a few minutes to stop and thank God for what he did on the cross. But I've never really allowed it to impact me much or to fully shape me. I'm grateful for it, yes. I believe that it happened, yes. But I frequently forget that I need to let it change my life entirely. If my life isn't solely centered around what he did on that cross 2,000 years ago, my life is meaningless. My church puts on a play for Easter each year. For the past few years, I've attended every performance. I've seen this play probably about 10 times, and each time made me say, "Oh, God is so good." But I never allowed it to go any further than that. I never allowed myself to stop and realize that Jesus Christ suffered far beyond anything I could bear. In the play, they perform the scene of Jesus being arrested. Judas leads the Roman guards and an angry mob to find Jesus. The whole time, the mob is shouting his insults at Jesus. Normally I get sad during that part, but it never goes beyond that. This time, however, I listened intently to the things that they were shouting at him. Things like liar and blasphemer. I just started thinking, if I were in Jesus' place, I wouldn't even be able to handle the insults. And those insults were nothing compared to what was actually being shouted at the God of the universe 2,000 years ago. For the first time, I let it break my heart. I let God give me just a glimpse of what he went through. You may be watching this video sometime after Easter, but I suggest you take some intentional time to just stop and thank your God for what he did for you. Think about the fact that he would have done it even if it only saved you. He would do it all over again for eternity if that's what it took to save you. Let that truth change your life. I wish I could express to you guys and to make you see just how much God loves you. I wish you all knew how incredible it is to be in love with him. God's beginning to put in me a heart of compassion for all those who don't know the hope of Christ, and even for those who only know a small portion of it. Granted, I still only know a small portion in comparison to the vastness of what he offers us, but still. I want to know more of him. I want each of you to know more of him. Our purpose on earth is to draw closer to him, and to draw others closer to him in the process. If he isn't the only thing that truly matters to you, you need to reevaluate your priorities. Outside of him, everything is meaningless. Jesus is the only reason why anything has value. Once you start living like you believe that, your life will forever be changed for the better. I hope you each have an amazing Easter weekend, or, if you're watching this sometime later, I hope you have an amazing week full of glorifying him to the best of your ability. Either way, I pray you keep your eyes on him in every circumstance. I pray that you choose to be exceedingly joyful in every circumstance because you know where your hope lies. According to Psalm 64:10, the righteous will be joyful. See you next week. Love you guys.